video, all I'm going to do is quickly talk about what the difference is between ODK Collect and KoBo Collect. So when I teach here on YouTube or when I teach students who are enrolled in our courses, often I'll teach using ODK Collect as my data collection app. But many students and followers ask me, but can I use KoBo Collect? What's the difference between ODK and KoBo Collect? Well, here's my answer. Pretty much they're exactly the same, except for a couple of minor differences. First of all, obviously the branding is unique. So KoBo Collect shows the KoBo logo and branding, and ODK Collect shows the ODK logo and branding. The second difference is the timing of new feature releases. So KoBo Collect is a copy of the ODK Collect app, but when there are new features released in ODK Collect, it takes about 3 to 6 months for those same new features to be released in KoBo Collect. The ODK team kind of periodically issues new releases of the ODK Collect software to make those updates and include new features. Then approximately 3 to 6 months later, the same team actually releases and updates the latest version of KoBo Collect as well. Okay, so it's the same team in the background, same app on the front, except for those two differences: logo and branding, and just the timing. One gets released before the other. So KoBo Collect gets all the same features as ODK Collect, but just 3 to 6 months later. For some people, this might be a benefit. So someone like myself, I like to see and try out new features. So that's why I like to use ODK Collect. But for others, using ODK Collect might cause a problem. So every once in a while, there might be a change made in the app that's not immediately compatible with the KoBoToolbox server. So if you're someone that uses the KoBoToolbox server with lots of different data collectors, you might want to have everyone using KoBo Collect, as that for sure will always have features that work well and are compatible with the server. However, as a general rule, both apps work equally well for data collection with KoBoToolbox as a server. One thing you might want to think about if you're an organization who uses KoBoToolbox as a server and you're trying to decide whether to use KoBo Collect or ODK Collect, here's one more thing to think about: language. And by language, I mean the words you use to refer to different technologies. So one of the benefits I've found of using KoBo for my server and ODK Collect as my mobile data collection app is that it's usually clear to my team what I'm referring to. So sometimes it's hard for people to differentiate between the different components of your data collection system. There's the data entry app, and then there's the server that stores and manages all the submitted data and all your data collection projects kind of on the back end. By using one that's called KoBoToolbox, the server, and one that's called ODK Collect, the app, in general, people are pretty clear what I'm referring to. On the other hand, it can be super confusing to have two different brand names, okay? KoBo and ODK, that are both used to refer to kind of your singular data collection system. So, if you're finding that annoying or confusing to have two brands, then just go with KoBoToolbox as a server and KoBo Collect as the app. Whichever way you decide, it really comes down to preference. I prefer ODK Collect because I like to see advanced features as they come out. And I also like to stay connected to both the ODK and the KoBoToolbox teams because they're both awesome. But that's just me and my preference. So what about you? What's your preference? Hopefully that was helpful and gave a bit of clarification on why there are two apps that look and act pretty much exactly the same. If you're an ODK user or a KoBoToolbox user, then it would be great to have you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, if you have any thoughts, opinions, or questions, just jump into the comments and ask away. We're always happy to help. See you here next week. Bye.